Welcome. How are we doing? Welcome TikTok. Welcome YouTube. Welcome all of you. Welcome and come on in. How are we all doing? សុខសប្បាយជំរាបសួរពុកម៉ែបងប្អូនព្រមទាំងទស្សនិកជនទាំងគ្រប់រូបស្តាសុខសប្បាយជាទេសวัสดีค่ะยินดีต้อนรับวันนี้จะทำกะทิแตงไทยថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមានទឹកសក់ស្រូវមួយដែលបងអូនពុកម៉ាក់អូនរបស់ខ្ញុំពុកម៉ាក់ដែលជាអូនរបស់ខ្ញុំដែលគេអាយុតិចជាងខ្ញុំគេផ្ញើមកគេមិនផ្ញើមកគេបេះមកជូន So today look what I have. I have this sweet Asian melons. Okay. This is not just a regular melon now, okay? This is one of those rare melons, but it's grown here in Las Vegas. When I was complaining about unable to grow fruit and vegetable in Las Vegas, guess look at the size of these melons, okay? And she didn't just brought one, she brought two of them. And it smells so delicious. I think it's related to honeydew or even what do you call it? Melons, okay? But it had the same aroma. It smells so sweet. It's not as sweet, okay? Though it looks it looked well ripened, but it's not, it doesn't have that like sweet taste like banana. It had that mild, it's not like honeydew, it's not like melon, it does not have that kind of sweetness. And the ripens of these sweet melons here, okay, it's more tender than the watermelons. I take it back. It's sweeter. No, it's not as sweet, it's not as hardened as melons or honeydews, okay? It has the textures of honeydew. It has that kind of baby yellow greenish inside, which we're gonna open it, okay? Hello to all of you and hi to all of you and welcome. Yes, cooking with melons, Rebecca. This is Asian melons, okay? It's not a regular this grown in Asia, but for some miracle reason, it's brought to America. And I used to grow a whole bunch of this for vegetables. This is a cucumber, okay? Though it looked like melon, but it's from the cucumber. It's called Thai cucumber. And they grow in Cambodia, in Laos. I'm not sure in Vietnam. When I visit in Vietnam, I didn't see this, but you never know. People borrow each other commodities and seeds and fruit and vegetable, right? So if you're from the Asian region, especially the Cambodia, Thai, and Laos, definitely you will run into this high aroma. It's a sweet smell of it. It smells a lot stronger than the honeydew, the ripened of the honeydew or the melons, okay? So, and the young green cucumber here is used for vegetables. I know it had a little stripe It had that little stripe here, almost like watermelon, but it's not watermelon. It's not it's not honeydew. It's not melons. It's not watermelons. It's hard to explain. Okay, let's say that these are from Asia, but the seed brought to America, and this widely grow in the state of California, and where else? In Florida. Florida has a lot of Cambodian farmers. Anywhere they had Cambodian farmer, they will grow this, okay? And these start with a little cucumber, crunchy cucumber. The texture is a little bit different than the regular cucumbers, okay? But it had a very mild, sweet, tender, not tender, crunchy, okay? And it had a little stripe, as you see here, okay? See here. So there are varieties of this, okay? When I went to Thailand and Cambodia, I gotten to sample this. We went to buy it from the fruit stalls and bring it home and create delicious dessert. And that's what I'm gonna do for you today, okay? This type of cooking here is not new, okay? Remember now, we doing this in Cambodia, we're doing this in Thailand. I haven't been to Laos, but definitely I'm sure that Laos do adopt this type of cooking also, because it's not only healthy, it's delicious, it's not bland. Though this doesn't have a lot of flavor, but when you add a coconut milk with a little bit of sugars, a little bit of coconut cream, a little bit of ice. And today I went ahead and soak and boil about 2 cups of dry tapioca shred, okay? And it's similar to the tapioca balls, or sorry, pearl, okay? It's just that it's been designed in a different texture and designs so that it can create another cooking. And I'm gonna do this in another occasion where I'm gonna cook these varieties of other ingredients to make it delicious dessert that's served in the coconut milk. And a little bit of sugar will go a long way, because you know how dessert without sugar would be like water without fish, or fish without air. So it had that similar effect. And so without further ado, I like to go ahead and I cleaned this already. It's been in the refrigerator for the past 3 days. I was gonna do this yesterday, and I didn't have enough sleep the night before yesterday, because I was up crocheting my labubu accessory. So I'm down to just the shirt, okay? I'm gonna come back later on today if I have time to show you how to create a labubu top. I have the beanie. I made a beanie, and I add a little glasses, and I add the bell bottom pants, and I'm gonna do now to do the probably high platform, a little shoes and the top to go with it. I think it'll be fun to see it, because I did a little bit of research about how Labubu was symbolized of some dark spirit. So I'm trying to override that kind of energy by adding accessory and make that soften the scary look. I'm gonna put because accessories are comprised of 2 shades of greens, maybe I'll do the bracelet, you know, on the little teeth and little fangs, you know, to make it cute, to make it like a memorable. And we're gonna come back and do that. It would be a fun project to finish. I started this probably months ago, then I never had a chance to like really finish it, but I want to do that. I wanted to be able to finish my Labubu. I named it La Nunu, because my sweetheart, when he saw what I did, was so cute. So he's like, oh yeah, you're making La Nunu. So then she had a name. Okay, she's a girl, so we named her La Nunu. It's the double N-U-U, N-U-N-U, La Nunu. So it's a beautiful doll, so cute. So this is what I'm gonna do, okay? This La Nunu here, it'll be one of the projects that I will give away. I'm gonna give away to people who continually supporting me on my TikTok, on my YouTube. And I have a few other items also, but La Nunu here take me a long time. The time that I'm making this doll, though, it looks small and insignificant, but it took me more time than to create like a major project, like the headband with flowers and the scarf with textures and with varieties of design. Okay, I found that it was making Labubu doll was a lot of work. Even look a little bit, but the attachment, it was a lot of work. So that's gonna be one of the items that I'm gonna give away for those who like to have the collection of Labubu. So make sure that you stick with me on TikTok and my YouTube. I'm only have one labubu, so it will be only one lucky person. And I'm gonna select a few from YouTube, a few from TikTok. I'm gonna do the lottery name. I'm gonna go over who've been with me the longest, who've been sending me the messages. Comments, though I don't respond to your comment, I look through it and I know who's been with me a long time. This is the way, this is my gratitude, my appreciation for those who's been supporting me on my channel. I'm not monetizing neither channels. Well, I monetize through TikTok. I earn about 41 cents. So one day I'll turn that in 41 millions. Just to say that, you know, YouTube, I'm not there yet. I'm still working on the community watch hours, so I will need help for you to go over and turn on to my channel so that I can reach my goal. I have less than I have over half of the requirement. I think about 4,000 community watch hours, so I have a little over half. I have a long way to go, so hopefully that I will be able to do that. Yes. Thank you. I'm sorry. It's out of my vision shot. Okay. I don't like wearing glasses, not because it's a beautiful glasses. I have beautiful 2 pair of reading glasses. It's complete with transition lens. When I go outside, it's automatically tan, and the reflector, the no line focal. So it was there was a lot of, it was very expensive pair of glasses, and because I used to wear hearing aid, and when I wear glasses and hearing aid, I had one of the hearing aid that was visible but it's very tiny. So when I wear both medical devices, it's a little different, but other than that, I'm trying to preserve my visions by not depending on reading glasses. If I do serious reading, then I put on. If I do serious crochet, then I put it on. Sometimes when I read too long, it get blurry. When I crochet too long, also get blurry. So other than that, I don't try to depend on reading glasses if necessary. If not necessary, let's put it that way. So yeah, I see you guys coming on here. I can't see your name. The print is really small, but thank you for dropping by. Thank you for the greeting, salutation, hello, and hi to all of you. I won't be able to interact as much because I want to get the cooking done. Okay, so if I interact with you, I wouldn't be able to get this cooking done. You're like, oh, taking too long. I'm sleepy. I gotta go back to work. I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta pick up the kid from school. I gotta go feed grandma, grandpa. So you have your duty. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this for the second time, and I'll show you how we process this and how we cut this and how we're gonna prepare the syrup to go with it. And if we have shaved ice, and then if you freeze it in the freezer, gonna turn into a delicious ice cream, delicious treat with grandchildren enjoy. Plus, you can make smoothie out of this, and this is like beautiful texture and that fragrant for the smoothie and for the fruit ice cream also. Okay, let me go ahead and wash it the second time. I washed it before I put it in the fridge, but you know me, I'm crazy about cleanliness. So let's go. Let me do one more cleaning, and I'm already boiled my tapioca. Because I didn't soak the tapioca shred prior. I could have done that last night, so that when the morning comes, the tapioca was already tendered and it's easy just to cook in the water and instant result. Okay, but since I was tired last night because I need to catch sleep from the day before, because doing labubu, it exhausted me. You know, I can show you how it looked like. Okay, let me clean this first, then I'll show you what labubu look like right now. Because this is organic, grown in the backyard of my beautiful friend. But let me show my love and gratitude to a friend of mine. Her name is, I know she didn't like me mention her name, but let's go with Nicole. or the Cambodian is Janda, Janda, Akun Tran, my love for, that she should have kept this and enjoy it in her family. But because her big heart, her loving and respect for me, because we've been friends since 1980 when we first came to America. We happened to move into the neighborhood and we happened to go to the same high school at the time. Well, Jenda is a few years younger than I am, and she's retired sergeant from um, from Nevada Police Department, and 15 years of her service, and she got injured here and there, and she was here in reinforcing during the Mandalay Bay shooting. Remember Mandalay Bay shooting? If you remember, that was like catastrophic shooting. Some idiot went to the top floors and started spraying his machine gun and killed a lot of concert attendees. So that was one of the sad history moment in USA, especially in Las Vegas. So she was there conducting her servicing the people during the time. Okay, so just want to say thank you, Nicole, Wajenda, Akuntran, Onsrei, and Hibon Tver, Tasakti. Okay, so let me go get the labubu and show you the progress of how much I already done with the labubu, and if I feel that one of you is labubu fan and have been here for me and you collect labubu, this will be the version of handmade crocheting from Chef Anna to you. Okay, let me go grab labubu so you can see how she look like now. Her name is La Nunu. So let me stir my pot before it burns. I think the tapioca is done. Anyway, so I'm using 2 shades of green, okay? I'm using the olive greens and this bright green here. Right now, here is the top of La Nunu outfit, okay? So let me introduce you to La Nunu or La Bubu. Okay, so that's far. I got her beautiful eye covered with this glasses, okay? It's shaded green. It look almost like turtle ninja turtles. But her eyebrows and her beautiful fang. I didn't try to make her teeth look so incredibly scary, because you know how things are, because they were controversial about where Labubu is originated. You know, I mean, all the folklore and legend believe that she came from a dark world, or from the dark world. So here come the bell bottom. Okay, I mean, she got a little flare here, and the foot is still empty, still. So I'm gonna make her a little platform. Maybe, you know, put it on, and make her look like she's from like 70 era. You know, where the glasses and the cool beanies. Look, I even make beanie too, with 2 shades of green, and coordinate with everything. So right now she's just waiting for her top, and it should be done. So this will go to the lucky follower on TikTok or YouTube. It depends on who is a friend of Labubu, okay? Because a lot of people say, oh, Labubu look like, you know, something negative spirit from some underworld, wherever it is. And you know, they have a thing to say about everything. And so if you do this thing, you like this thing right here, I only make one, okay? It's only gonna be only made. If I have more time, I can make a few that will, you know, for my project. But making her right here is a lot of work. There's a little tiny bit here and there. It's a lot of work here, there. It's a lot of work, okay? I mean, this part, big part, is not a lot of work. It's okay. But that's why if I calculate this, I spent over 10 hours of work, even 15 already, okay? With the glasses, take me, the glasses itself, it's not hard to do the glasses, but to put her glasses on to match with her eye, her face, and there's a little bit of work. And the ears itself, well, the ears supposed to be the horn of, you know, but I don't like to view it that way. You know, negative thinking is a negative thought, can bring negative energy. So we don't think about anything that's negative. We're thinking about the creation, something that, you know, kid have in their home. And So yeah, the little feet will have a little thong on, maybe a platform shoe. So she already got her bell bottom, so pretty cute. Okay, so when she had the full completion of her outfit, then I'll put it away. And then when Christmas comes, I'm looking for the lucky person. And I'm gonna make one labubu, because I can make more, but then I have not even have total complete pattern for this. This is just my creating out of my head. I don't have pattern for. I'm just creating as I go. I just put things together, and I'm envision thing that can how she gonna look. Okay, so there's no, I have not create pattern for this yet. Okay, I'm just going with what I see here. So that's why it come out pretty cute. Look at the fan. I think I'm gonna put a green bracelet there, to make it look so cute on it. This is like one of the rarest collections. It's not from carat gold, gold tone, or not from made from diamond, made from jade, but this is like handcraft. It's pretty. It's a lot of work because I don't have factory for this, so everything is crafting with like intense. Okay, so like I said, one lucky person from TikTok or YouTube. Yeah, so you stick with me, your name might get called. If you don't get Lanunu, you will get something that I make also. Okay, all right, so that is the story of Lanunu. Let me put it away before I messed it up. So I have here is the cook of the tapioca shred. Okay, so it's done. So I'm gonna leave it to cool down, and once it cool down, when I'm done shredding, preparing this cucumber here. Okay, let's call it melon because you said cucumber, but it is cucumber. I'm not gonna argue anymore. Okay, so let's do this together. Let me find a few. The thing is about this cucumber. Okay, this one right here, it's not quite ready yet. Okay, but this one is pretty ready. I'm gonna save this for later. I have to make that another time. And when this is ready, you can see that it's split open because I don't know, that's the nature of it. Okay, don't ask me why or how. I wouldn't have an explanation for you because I'm not Dr. Einstein. So I think it's just the process of just showing that the seed need to come out. I think certain species of fruit and vegetable, in order to release the seed, they have to split open and allow the bug and all that thing to go in and consume the flesh of the fruit, and allow the bird to come in and eat the seeds so that can spread the seeds. Is that good theory? If it's not, then my bad. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open. It's very easy to cut this open. Okay, so like I said, look at the texture of it. It's very similar to what, honeydew, but then it's more tender than the honeydew. So here are the seeds. Okay, the seeds are fully mature because this is the mature melon, cucumber. If I say cucumber, you say, it's a melon. If I say melon, and the Asian people say, it's cucumber. So, so let's say that, just go with common sense, okay? Melon, sweet melon. It is a beautiful story to the sweet melons. I don't remember quite well in my head. It have to do with this rich family that had taken over Cambodian kingdom, killed the kings, and he became the king. But he was just a commoner who grew the sweet melons. And so he was a servant of the Khmer king in I can't remember what era, what century it was. So he was just tending the garden. So one day he said, you know what, being king is such a bad idea, but let me kill the king and take over the nation. He did. He one day he got close to the king because, you know, he's a farmer and the king don't think of anybody that's a farmer that's dangerous to him. So off of his guard, he was beheaded, and the king got beheaded, I think. But those days, you know, they behead each other. They're not just like shoot you. They're like they sharp samurai or samurai knife. What else you call it? Sword. Yeah, you get beheaded. And just like the criminal, when they're found guilty of committing crime, they're not being jailed. No, they're being beheaded. My great-grandfather beheaded somebody. That's why we end up in Cambodia, because he didn't want to get sent to jail or beheaded. He got robbed, and after his self-defense, he beheaded 2 men who are his friend, who were robbing him in the middle of the night. So to escape the prosecution, he packed and took his family across the border, and he sent someone for his family, said, hey, Cambodia is not bad at all. Come over, my family. Let's move to Cambodia. At the time, Thailand just barely gotten over, I think, the war with one of the country, either Laos or Burma. Okay, so Thailand, before they become free, they went to a few wars with the neighbor country, the Cambodian, the Laos, and the Burmese, because they're border with Burma, right? But Malaysia, they're not. I don't know if they war with Malaysia, because I've forgotten how the story was told. But then when I went to school at that time, there never any story telling about that, what they're fighting right now to take back the land. It's never in the story, in history. So I think the history must be rewritten to create the propagandas and the angers and the sense of a sense of urgency for the younger generation. And so I'm going to save the seed again, see if I can save this for next year. The seed is just like similar to the honeydew or the melon seed, okay, the sweet melons, okay, not watermelon, the melons, and it smells so awesome. Okay, to do this, I will need a clear bowl to allow you to see what I'm doing in here. Okay, so to do that, let me go ahead and start my what do you call it, my syrup. Okay, I want to turn you to the kitchen, but let me go start the syrup. That way, when I'm done preparing this melon, we just have the we go ahead and have our syrups, our coconut milk ready to go. We're gonna serve. I don't want to keep you here for 5 hours making something simple as sweet melon in the coconut milk. Okay, so let me turn you over on this side. Okay, let me move you around a little bit. Okay, the kitchen back there, so you know that I'm not leaving you. Right there. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. Because the melon, let me sample the melon first and how sweet she is. I know that she's not very sweet. I had this before. Very mild. It has very mild sweetness. It's not as sweet as melon. It's not as sweet as honeydew. Okay. In fact, it didn't have a very sweet flavor. Yeah. So if you diabetic, this will be something that you can enjoy with high protein, vitamins, and nutrients. Okay. but this is not like regular honeydew or melon you can get from the from the American grocery store. But it's plenty in California, especially in Stockton, California, Long Beach, in Santa Ana, San Diego, where a lot of kind of Cambodian and Asian people residing in those areas, and they grow a whole bunch of this for the market. So therefore, you will find this, especially might be in Hawaii if they're Cambodian farmers, or even in Florida, state of Florida, where are also Cambodian farmers. But here, my farmer is Jenda. I'm gonna stick with Jenda's and her husband. Her husband's not home a lot, but Jenda, she's home now. She's a retired sergeant from, just like I said, Las Vegas police department. So she had time to enjoy herself, and she had beautiful garden. I visited with her a few times, so I'm gonna make a visit with her because we wanted to cook and enjoy ourselves. She came the other day to bring the melons and a few provisional that she brought from Cambodia. She brought me the smoked fish, the salt fish, the preserved fish, and the shrimp paste, and the prahok, which is the fermented stinky fish. She brought me these from Cambodia. Look at that. Okay, these are quite pricey until we're bringing this thing over past the TSA and past the the customs, because the custom, when they open one of this thing, they're gonna fall and faint to their face because but she carefully wrapped this in a way that it does not break or pop during the transition on the flight. But thank you, Jenda. This thing here, I have it is about 6 pounds each. So to have her bring this many items, she had 3 luggages, I think, and she was there during the shooting. So when the airstrike and the bombing between Cambodia and Thai border, Jenda was ordered to flee, ordered for departure back to America. So her family was all worried about her, but she wasn't worried because she feels safe in a way because the attack is not nearby. She was in Phnom Penh already. She's supposed to be leaving later in the month of July, but due to the invasions of the neighboring country and the bombing and the airstrike, U.S. had ordered the American citizen to return home. So she was put on the plane and leave immediately, and while her belongings still got sent a week later. So with these, she brought to me, and I'm grateful for all that work. So when I went to Cambodia, I didn't bring much because it was too hurry, and my family wasn't supporting me. They just want money from me. They didn't trying to get me anything to bring home. So, and then I have shorter time to go shopping. But I bring just like a dry fish and whatnot, impressive, and I could get it here with probably less price. But anyway, let me go ahead and create my syrup. Okay, I'm gonna use a bag of 13 and a half ounces. No, yeah, it's about 400 milliliters. Okay, so I use this brand here. This is a new brand made in I'm not sure. This look as though it's product of Philippines. I might be wrong. Yes, it is product of Philippines. So this is a very condensed coconut milk. So I'm gonna use a bag of this. I'm gonna go ahead and start the heat. Okay. I will let this simmer for a few minutes, and then I'll add sugars and some salt. I'm gonna add about maybe a cup of sugar only. Okay. I'm trying to minimize the sweetness. Or if it's so, I can probably a cup and a half because we have a lot of melons, and we need a good amount of liquid and juice to consume and to add on to our melons or cucumber. My bad. Melon, cucumber, melon, cucumber. And you know what I'm gonna do? Because we have a lot of melons, so I'm gonna go ahead and add use my clear glasses. Because clear glasses is visible, allow you to see a little bit better, okay? Right. Okay. You know, with this right here, if you eat it with cold and have shred ice or shaved ice to put over it, or even some piece of ice, it would allow this dessert to like reach another level of it perfections. But I have some ice, but I'll add some in perhaps. Okay, to do this we need to make it not precise, okay, to a size where it's serviceable meaning that make it polite cutting, because this is so freaking soft and tender, it's gonna fall off in any moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it small, not thin, not too thick, okay, just this size here, so that way it'll blend well with the coconut milk, okay. To that, remember they still have rinds or we call it skin on it. If it's ripened enough, you just peel it right off like that. So easy. And wherever it's an opening, because this is from the backyard, so I'm not worried about pesticides or anything crazy. So, and there's some string of it. So I'll remove the string, the fiber. Okay. Simple technique. When I was in Thailand, visiting my family in Thailand, I didn't get to eat this in Cambodia, but I got to eat this in Thailand. My little niece and I just went around the village looking for food, and this family that are not related to my family, but people in the village are kind, you know. Thai people, if I remember, they're kind and loving people, but when the war comes, I think that turned the whole personality to, I didn't say all Thai people, okay, because my family are Thai. In fact, I'm Thai descent, so I cannot speak against myself, but I stand for truthful and unity and rightfulness, okay? If I don't stand with bully, I don't stand with war, I don't stand with all that mean treatment. I stand for love, peace, and justice. And if my family do something crazy, I'm sorry. Cambodian are my hometown, are my birthland. So I'm sitting in a very tough situation. Okay, so I lost a lot of followers from the region, which is crazy, because I didn't do anything to any of the country, but because they don't like each other anymore, they want me to stand with one side only. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let's put it that way, okay? I already talked about it the other day, who I really needed to stand with, okay? So I'm just going to do my cooking peacefully today. You know that I have many restless nights thinking and worrying about these two countries, which is crazy. But I stay in touch with my family from both countries. You know, but where my family are at, some of them are close to the border, some of them are away from the border. disregard all that, it still worried me. Okay. So then we have quarter of this. Now look at how much we get already from a quarter. Remember, I still have half here, right here. Okay, yeah, half here. So this melon here is not like, see, when I say that it's cucumber, this is a reason, because we can't do this with the sweet melons or honeydew, right? Honeydew rinds and outlay of it is hard, but look at this, it just peeled right off. That's why it's cucumber. You can argue all you want. It's a cucumber. If you think it's a melon, you go ahead. I'm not gonna keep fighting, but it is a melon. Or if it is honeydew, or if it is cucumber, okay. Let's have a bilateral vote on here. Wow, it smells so delicious. It's so easy too. Look, it come right off. Okay. So imagine you're coming home in a hot day and you have these beautiful dessert waiting for you. It'll be like, yay. See, what did I tell you? Being born in Asia is a lot of advantages. Well, people in that region said we're born in America, we have a lot of advantages. The only advantages I have are the food and the love of the people. Okay. I mean, there are bad ones around the world. Every country, there's a bad one. I'm not saying that all of them are all good, but there's some bad seed. There's some troll and some thief and some robbers and some pelfa, you know. I mean, every country has it. That's why when you trouble with cautions, okay? So I was speaking to one of my girlfriends in Stockton, California. She called me all the time. We just have all kind of conversations. So I was telling her about the dream I have with me scooping all the crab from the floor, and then this present of the current Khmer king. So I said, Vana, no one have dreamed about the king, especially helping you scoop the crab off the floor, okay? That's like one in millions. So you need to go to Cambodia and volunteer and work with your people, her people too, because she's Cambodian. He said, I really recommend that you go to Cambodia and help the people. I said, what capacity? Oh, well, he said, you bilingual, trilingual, they may use you to translate. Yeah, that's true. You know, I mean, I can do both. I can volunteer in Thailand if I want to. It's still my country. You know, I'm not betray any country. If there's a help anywhere, I'll go. You know, I'm not gonna jeopardize myself and be where it's not safe. But I feel safe in both countries. Where I go, you know, I'm not even fear being in Thailand or Cambodia. I don't have that kind of fear, but I think there's more need in Cambodia because of a lot of displacement and people who fled their home. Okay, so now this is half of the cucumber. We agree that it's going to be cucumber. All right, there's no tricking language about this. It's cucumber. Let me add some cold water to these tapioca to keep it from sticky. So here are the tapioca shredded tapioca. Oop, my bad. So when it's done, it had the appearance of glass appearance. Okay, it's clear. Yeah. And look what I found. There's a few streaks of this. Okay, so it came in different colors. We definitely can make this out of tapioca. Okay, we're gonna have to spend the time where we make this. It's only a few streaks of color of color tapioca shred here. There's some yellow here, so there's about 3-4 color: the clear, the red, blue, no blue. So let's put this aside. So here is my coconut milk. I'm gonna go ahead and add about I have a sarong on today. Look, the traditional Khmer woman they wear, called sarong, piece of cloth that you wrap around yourself. So I had built here, so it won't come off. I had it come up before. So I'm gonna do about I'll do about half a teaspoon of salt. Let's see how it goes first. Okay, and you know what? I will need another. Let me remove that first, okay? Because we need part of that for the topping. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to go there without breaking anything. I just break my good dish. Okay, so that's a topping. What we're gonna put on the top of our dessert when it's done. Tastes so good, it's creamy. Okay, let me add another. This is 19 ounces, okay? So it's a little bit bigger than the 13 ounces that I typically have, because assessing the amount of the sweet melons here or the cucumber here, I would need a lot more of our we call it syrup, okay? $19 ounces, 13.5 ounces, so we have 2 cans of coconut milk. I think I forgot to shake it, so I still have some condensed milk stick onto the can. Condensed coconut milk. Okay. All right, so this is time that we're gonna go ahead and add about one cup of sugar. Okay. I think that's all we need, 1 cup of sugar. I ran out of palm sugars today. I have to open another bag of sugars, but I think that's all I need today is 1 cup. That's enough sweetness. I'm gonna add another half a teaspoon of salt. So altogether is 1 tablespoon of salt. No, my bad. 1 teaspoon of salt, because we have half in the previous. So here's our coconut milk, which is going to be our syrup because we just add sugars. We have, I save about a quarter teaspoon, no, I'm sorry, quarter of cup of milk, coconut milk for the topping. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simmering for until we need it, okay? And then to have best result, let it cool down first. That neat. Sorry. Let me stay in your way. I wish Jenda is here to enjoy her melons or cucumber. Look how thin the rinds is. Very thin. This is why I said it is a cucumber. We already got over that, huh? No more, don't need to emphasize on it anymore. Okay. This out of my way. Look at that. 1 cucumber will fill the whole bowl. Okay. And yes, you're welcome to have it plain. You don't have to make dessert out of this. You just eat as regular fruits, fine too. But the Khmer and Thai people are so accustomed of making this into a dessert, which is common sense. I remember when they have these huge gatherings at the temple, and they were making 100 of this. Imagine making 100 of this. They need a big, big bowl like that. It'd be nice to carve this, huh? It could, but then it's too soft. It won't stay. It won't stay it won't stay pieces. And these are delicious, though. It'll be good for people who on low sugar diet. Still get the nutritional you need without the sweetness. Sorry, Jenda, you're not here to enjoy, girl. Thank you so much for giving it up to us. That's a big heart right there. Because she know that my mom enjoyed it, and she have that great respect for my mom. Jenda, her parents are all gone, so she think my mom treated my mom as her own. Because we've been friends so long, we went through a whole lot together, you know, and she probably the only friend that I have here in Las Vegas. I know a few other Cambodian family too, but we weren't close like Jenda and I. Jenda and I, we went back to, what, 45 years ago. So that's a long time to be in relationship, a friendship and friend. And she considered me her sisters. And I consider her my sister also. Jenda and I, we departed years ago when I graduated from high school, and Jenda got married young, and her family arranged with someone that she, again, talking about arranged marriage, that ruined her whole life because she was in love with the man. She didn't know the man, and her family married her into this man, and come to find out he was abusive toward her. And as a young lady, she's trying to go to attend school and become someone's wife at a very young age. I think she got married when she's only 16 here in America to an older Cambodian man, and he was abusive toward her. And after the second child, Jenda said, enough is enough, so she left him. She was living in Southern California at the time, so she left. She packed her kid and left to Las Vegas. And then she continued her schooling, and she joins the police academy. My bad. She may not have joined the police academy. I don't remember that part. But she became policewoman. She served over 15 years, and she retired at the rank of sergeant. So I call her Sergeant Simon. Proud of her though, you know, being Cambodian woman, serving in the law enforcement. That's like something that people don't do. Okay, but I also have a few of my cousin in San Diego area. One of my cousins is the sergeant of San Diego Police Department. Can't remember the division, but and then I have my nephew who live in New Hampshire, who's also a policeman. And the latest policeman in my life is Officer Jimmy Inn, and it was a horrible departure of his life, and he was shot and killed on the line of duty in 2021, right in the middle of COVID-19. My nephew, who was very close to me, he was called. He was the first responder in the area that he covered. So he was first responder, and he approached his house, and the neighbor had called for, and he was beating his girlfriends, and she left the house full of blood, and left her baby inside with the assailants. So she ran to get help, and my nephew was patrolling in the area. My nephew was was loved by the community members. He had that small eyes when he smiled, you know, his eyes shut and a big smile. He's about 6'3", 6'3", so he's a tall, handsome young man. He was married. His wife also served in the district. I think she's with the Unified District Police, and then she also transitioned into the law enforcement, transitioned into Stockton Police Department also. So that dreaded day, he approached the door, knocking on the door, and in the neighborhood. If you want to know the whole detail, you can check under Officer Jimmy Inn, INN. We have the same last name, Jimmy, Officer Jimmy Inn. So in June of 2021. So he knocked on the front door. He has body cams, and you know he stepped back. The police safety protocol. You know, his hand is reaching for the weapon, but because the assailant, he was experienced killer, or so he peeked in the door. He screen doors, the door and screen door. He peeked and said, "Ask who's there," and Jim said, "Police, Stockton Police." He closed the door. When he opened the door the second time, he unalived my nephews. Let me show you his photo, okay? Give me a moment. In the watch, can't remember the day, but in June of 2021. Oh, yeah, I scratched his photos. I put these away, but this is Officer Jimmy, and the one that the life was taken so soon. He's only 30 years old. He left his son, who was only 7 months at the time, so he it was yeah, it's hard for me because Jimmy and I, we close. He liked to eat, and I like to cook. So during the holiday, Jimmy would be like, have his first big plate, and he'd be finished before I even start scooping my food. And he had great love and respect for me, because when he had problems with his family, or his dad especially, I always called to rescue, even approve his marriage and all. But he's gone now. It's just a great memory of him. I still love and miss the guy so much. Can't believe he's gone. You know, serving his community, But there's an idiot who, my daughter Janda also, she was crying the other day because there's some idiot who reposts the body cam of him, you know, when the assailant shot him, and there was his body cam captured the shootings and the blood spill and shred with the last breath of him. So that was hard. I didn't see it all, you know, because I couldn't handle it. But my daughter was so upset because this guy, he had over 400,000 viewers on that video that he reposted of my nephew being shot to death. So anyway, it's great memory. Rest in peace, my nephew. Great love. The community mourn. They have beautiful procession, beautiful funeral for him. It just, he has his name. He was recognized. He received his honor by the president in Washington. There's a lot of fundraise for his family. The funeral was taken care of, and he created such a great, legendary, but he got his name on a freeway post at downtown Stockton, off at Chimney Highway, something like that. But anyway, so, you know, it was hard losing him. It was like the hardest thing. I lost about 150 family members during the genocide and during the ethnic cleansing in 1975. I didn't get to mourn, but this guy right here, and think of him, I just couldn't get over the feelings, you know. It's just that, the feeling of loss. Though he's been gone 4 years now, it still seems like yesterday, you know. When you really like, when they get over, you can't get over. You can lose 100 people in a family, but he's the one that struck out all the time, you know. So today, let me show you 2 ways to serve this, okay? I already broke my saucer. So either serve in a nice glass, fancy glass, or fancy bowl. Yeah. I broke the bottom. Get some ice. I don't have ice shaver. Okay, our tapioca. Syrup, coconut milk, coconut cream syrups. Okay, so we're gonna apply it right here. Okay. So to do this, I will go ahead and strain up tapioca, shred. See how beautiful that is. Use about this much, probably 1/4 cup. Okay. Okay, this melon here, if you eat a lot of it, it's gonna help you go to bathroom quicker. Okay, not because it's unhealthy fruits or the fruit is bad. It had natural probiotic. You understand the nature of the fruit. It has medicinal values. Some people said, oh, this is bad fruit, bad vegetables. It's not that, because you don't understand that some of the fruit and vegetable had natural probiotic, have natural medicinal values, and when you mix with other things, it can cause harm more than goods. Okay, just remember that. I know the syrup is still warm. It would be nicer if it's cooler, but it's gonna melt the ice on the bottom. Okay, and gonna create a delicious texture. Okay, here go the syrup. It's still hot. Okay. Look like parfait, huh? And remember, we have the coconut milk. Gonna be our topping. I could have thickened it, okay? This is excellent. You like? I think I'll give this to mom because she's waiting. I think she smelled the coconut creams and all that. Okay, look at that. Toast to you. Okay. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for your loving support. Your time being on here is beyond my gratitude. You've been awesome followers and audience. I like that. I like all that about you and continued support on Facebook. I'm sorry, my bad. On TikTok and my YouTube. We appreciate all of you for the heart, for the subscriptions. If you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would encourage you to jump over and support me there also, and leave your comments. Not the video comment, not while you're on the video comment, leave the comment, because once I log off from my live show, it automatically deletes any comment that you sent me. So just remember to log on different times and send me a comment. That way I know that you follow me on both channels, and when I do pick your names to be the lucky person to receive appreciation from me, I will know which one is really truly appreciate my cooking show. Today's a little bit fun for me, but then I balance and break that into a little moment of silence to give love and and thoughtful thinking to my beloved late Officer Jimmy Inn, who had died on the line of duties in 2021. So that was the saddest departure for him, and I'm still linger that loss of that sense of loss and the feelings of despair. So I'm okay. I accept the fact that he's not here, but every time I thought of him, it brings the melancholy feelings, you know. Anyway, so I'm going to departure now. I'll be back on here. I have something that to share with you. I think I want to make chow mein tomorrow. I have a few items to pick up from the grocery store, and then tomorrow we'll be back about the same time, and so we can cook these together. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate all you. I know I didn't get a chance to mingle. I didn't get a chance to respond to your comments and greeting with me, and greeting to all of you. Hi to all of you. Hello and welcome to all of you. Okay. Before I leave, I wanted to invite you to. I know If you do not have these sweet melons here, you can do this with honeydew. Okay, make sure that honeydew are ripened. You can do this with bananas. You can do this with other kind of fruits also. You can try this with the, if any fruit that you have available, you can use it. You can do this with kiwi, with dragon fruits, and even orange. I'm allergic to orange, so I can't be near it. Okay, so you can do this with watermelon also. Okay, it doesn't have to be sweet melons that you can't find anywhere in a grocery store. Find something, a coconut milk, and see simple it is to make the syrup. Okay, all you need just a little bit of salt, good coconut milk, coconut creams, and sugar. That's all it is. Just boil it, and then you just chop up whatever vegetable and have a very nice parfait. Okay, simple. Today recipe is more than simple. It's more than a joy. It's gonna be delicious. I can do that for you. I have a serving here, which I'm gonna do that for you also. Okay, and we serve that in the cups or in a bowl. I mean, in a little dessert bowl here. Yeah, Mama.เอาไหมฮะmình nhắm bài hả bạn ấy nhắm ok mom để rồi lại cái cho mình vô hả ok mom trong him bắt đầu lại here we go okay. I'm not going to joke with you, but this is delicious. Okay? The freshness of the cucumber, the melon cucumber, they put them together, the melon cucumber, and the tapioca straight or shredded. It's so good. We have two textures. This is a little gummy. Okay. And this is tenderness. So in combination, it created two textures. It's just so delicious, okay? My mom, she want to eat her lunch first, then her dessert. I'm giving this to her because she loves dessert, okay? And she deserves it. For being such a cool mom today, she loving her is my duty. So remember this, okay, will fit for dragon fruit, jackfruit, longan, lychee, watermelon would be nice. Or you can mix the melons, okay? You can mix watermelon, melons, honeydews. It is good. I'm glad I have the melon today. Again, thank you, Jenda or Nicole Johnson, Chansamon. For always being a great friend to me. Your friendship means the world. We've been more than just friends, we're sisters. but she live about 10-12 miles from me. It'll take about 30 minutes to get to her house. For me, take about 45 minutes. But she was just here the day before yesterday. It was nice giving her hug. This is good. Because this already had texture of creaminess. The melons. The cucumber melon. The melon cucumber. That matter each way. It means the same. Melon cucumber or cucumber melon. Or sweet melon. No, sweet cucumber. It's not a melon, yet it is a melon. So I can go on and argue all day. I'm gonna fridge this, make it cold. But the coconut milk, I cannot fridge it, okay? But I have to, but when I eat it, I would have to dissolve it because the coconut milk will get hardened in cold. Okay, so this definitely have to be cold. It's better served cold. And this right here, it get hardened. So yes, here we go. All right, so thank you for being here. I always sample for you. It's so delicious. It's one of those fruit that you may not find it in a lot of states, okay, but for sure the people from California know I'm familiar with this. People from Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, and I don't know where else that eat this type of melons. Cucumber melon cucumber. It had double name because it's crossed between those two. Anyways, thank you so much for being here again. I appreciate all of you. Please help subscribe, like, share for YouTube, on my TikTok. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate immensely. I have a lot of heart today also. The other day I have like 4,000 or 5,000. A lot of heart. Appreciate that. I love heart. I love the little gift you sent me. I appreciate kindly. Okay. Let's leave for now until we meet again tomorrow. Generally,